It's Wednesday, August 1st, 2018, and welcome to V10 Sports. It's August. It's already August. It's August? Already? It's like they say that when you get older, time goes faster. Now, it doesn't go faster at work. It still crawls there, but the rest of the time it's screaming by for me. It's already August. It's the 8th month. It's going too fast. And as you get older, you get closer to the inevitable. You get closer and closer to getting my AARP card. That's right. I'll be getting senior citizens discounts before you know it. But the big news for the CFL is that Manziel will be starting this Friday against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's right. It's in Montreal. It's this Friday. So, what does all of this mean? Well, here's going to be the fun part. This is going to be. You're going to really have to start to think about this. First off, who is under the most pressure? Manziel, Masoli, Hamilton Ticats. Now, Montreal's not under any pressure because most people are saying this was a good move by Montreal, other than it's mortgaging their future a little bit by giving away a couple of first-round picks in 2020 and 2021. Not to mention they gave away a defensive lineman. They gave, and they're putting all of their eggs into basically a 2-year quarterback. Manziel's only got a 2-year contract. Now, I don't know if he can get out of it. Let's say the NFL comes calling next season. I don't know if he could get out of it. I don't know if he has to play 2 years in the CFL. But even if he does, that's only 2 years. And you've given away 2 first-round picks. So have you kind of mortgaged your future a little bit? Well, if it results in a Grey Cup next year, then, party on. But, so who's the pressure on? Let's start with Hamilton, the Ticats. Is the pressure on them? Basically, they have said that we're going to stick with Masoli. So we'll give you Manziel. You give us a couple of draft picks and, a defensive lineman and a wide receiver. And we will give you our quarterback and a couple of offensive linemen, our backup quarterback. But we believe Masoli is our guy. So we're not giving you Masoli. We'll give you Manziel because we're not going to bench Masoli. So if Manziel has a great game, if Manziel plays really well and Montreal beats Hamilton, then does Hamilton look bad? Does the leadership group there look bad for letting Manziel go? Is Masoli under the gun? Masoli is the guy who could have broke the record for 300-yard games in a row, but he didn't. He had a pretty bad game. He only threw for like 184, 185 yards in the attempt to break the record. So is it on him? Lately, Masoli has not been putting touchdowns on the board. He's putting up a ton of yards. He's thrown for 1,914 yards this year. He's only thrown 5 touchdowns. He's averaging over 300 yards a game. Like 300, that's almost like 320 yards a game, something like that. That's, he's averaging a big yardage per game, but he's only got 5 touchdowns. He's played 6 games and only has 5 touchdowns. He has 6 interceptions, but that's not good. It's not good to average an interception a game when you're averaging less than a touchdown per game. And Masoli's not exactly known for, he's a decent rusher. He's got 171 yards rushing. So, and he's got 1 rushing touchdown. There's his 6. There you go. He's got 6 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. But is the pressure on him? Does he have to play well and get his team into the end zone and win this game to basically show the Hamilton Tiger Cats management and the coaches and the fan base that they made the right decision by keeping him and letting Manziel go ahead and move on to another team? Now is the pressure on Johnny Manziel? because Johnny Manziel was, he was the highly touted college football player in America. He played NFL football and he had some problems off the field, which means the NFL guy stayed away. It's like, no, sorry, Johnny. We're not going to take you back. We got to make sure that you're not going to cause our football program any, ill prop. We can't have you causing problems. We can't have you being a media nightmare for us. So nobody would touch him. Hamilton graciously said, we'll take you, but you got to be good. Johnny, be good. It's a song. Wonder if anybody ever brought that up to him. It's like, Johnny, be good. It's like, and then we'll sign you, but you got to be good. There was also a song called Be Good, 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 Johnny. Okay, enough of that. It's like, I think it's still Johnny Be Good, but it was a different version of it. I don't know. But, so who's under the most pressure? Now, I really feel like the most pressure is on Masoli. Because Masoli's putting up a lot of yards, but he's not getting into the end zone. Hamilton has basically said, we are going to stick with you. We're going to give away Manziel because we think you're the better quarterback. So we're staying with you. So I think Masoli's under the most pressure. Because he's shown that he can throw for a lot of yards. He's just not putting it in the end zone. Now, will Johnny Manziel be a little bit more dynamic of a runner? Probably. He was a very good scrambling quarterback. He's very mobile, very athletic. But I think Masoli is going to be under the gun here. But Manziel will finally get to start. He will finally get to get out there and show what he can do. So, are you excited? I mean, I'm excited. I want to see what he's going to do. I want to see if he's ready. I mean, everybody's, there are a lot of people out there that say, this is a former NFL quarterback and he should dominate in the CFL. But I still say the CFL is a way different game than the NFL. It's not something you're just going to jump into and take it over and become the league, most outstanding player overnight. But if Johnny Manziel has a good game, he's going to turn a lot of heads. So, what if Masoli and Manziel both have good games? I can't pick this game yet. I just don't know, and I'll do it tomorrow when I do all the rest of the picks. But, I am leaning probably a little bit towards Montreal because it is in Montreal. I think there's going to be a lot of energy in that stadium. I think Manziel will be very high up, but I don't know. Right now, Hamilton probably doesn't want to be embarrassed. I think it'll be a very intense game because the Hamilton defense is not going to want to be embarrassed by their former backup quarterback. They're not going to want to be torched for a lot of yards or made to look ridiculous. They're going to want to prove that they can stop, and I'm sure a lot of them, they want to show that they can stop a former NFL quarterback too. It's something to hang their hat on, that it's like maybe they got a sack against him or they intercepted him or they, something of that nature. So I think the Hamilton defense will really be up for this. I think the entire Montreal team will be up for this. I think that maybe the Hamilton offense will be wanting to show that they are a good unit and they can get into the end zone. And with Masoli at the helm, they are a great unit of they're a great offensive team. So to me, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a ton of fun to see what happens in this game. I'm not pulling for anybody either way. It's like I just want to see everybody have a good, safe game, and hopefully the hype. This game lives up to whatever hype it's going to get. I haven't seen a lot of the thing is, it's like I watch some of this stuff and there's not a lot of hype down here surrounding this game. I'm not seeing a ton of hype around it, but there is a little bit more, there's more hype than usual for, a football game in the CFL for, America anyway. So we will see. Johnny Manziel will get that first start. And right now, it's like, I just don't know. I don't know who's going to win it, who's going to lose it, who's going to have the advantage. I kind of feel like, and it's like a poor metaphor put this. He says that he believes that Manziel will have the advantage, and I believe he's probably right, because Manziel knows, he basically knows the Hamilton defense. And I don't think I don't think the Hamilton defense got to see a lot of Johnny Manziel. I really don't, because you're going to give your first team reps to Masoli. So they probably know a little bit of what Manziel can do and wants to do, but not enough. And I think Manziel can watch more of the defense, and he knows their scheme, and he knows what they're going to do. So I have a feeling that poor metaphor is right. I think that Manziel will have the advantage because he's going to know the defense. So he'll know what defense he's going against, and Manziel may be able to pull a few tricks out of the bag, that Hamilton hasn't gotten to see yet, because they haven't seen a lot of him. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited that Manziel's going to start? Or are you thinking that he's going to fall on his face? Do you think he's going to have a great game? Do you think that this is being overhyped? Do you care? It's like, probably if you clicked on the video, you care a little bit, because it's going to have the title Manziel in it. So if you didn't want to watch anything about Manziel, you probably wouldn't have clicked on the video. So with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.